Hey friends, what's up? I hope you're good. Guys, since I'm so pushed, I'm not gonna be very lengthy with I guess the topics at hand. I hope so. I always say my vlogs are gonna be short, but you know how it always works out for me. But I just wanted to communicate this. I was even thinking of not saying it at all because I've already done so many small little clips that I've put into the main, well, the piece that I speak about my hair through. Um, the main thing really today has just been my pain, and the heartbreaking way in which people are still dealing with me, my fatigue, and then my DIY. But I just want to put it out there that the Lord is healing me, and I'm going to be all right ultimately. What I do want to say now in this blog, though, is that God showed me that my trip to Cape Town, guys, is going to be significant. It's going to have some kind of life-changing personality. And I don't know what in the world is going to happen there. God is not really showing me what it is that changes my life through this trip. But God showed me that it's a very relevant trip, in particular regard to my journey that I've endured. And the only thing that I can think about that would bring that about is if I met someone in Cape Town that would change my life, or if I have some kind of like a crazy epiphany in Cape Town that changes my life. But I don't know. I don't see what epiphany I could possibly have. But then again, it's an epiphany because you have it at that moment, right? But I believe I've had just about all the epiphanies that I could possibly have right now. Like, you know, my writing career that I'm starting, the class action lawsuit that I keep lobbying for, and I'm still on that tip. It's just that today, guys. But like, yeah, I'm still calling you to come forward for that class action. And with that in particular, the intention is to just daily keep on educating you as to why this is a lawsuit worth pursuing and why it is that you do probably stand a chance of winning something, some form of damages from MTN. But right now, my brain is like 5 hours behind schedule, so I can't really labor on like academically intensive blogs that have like education linked to my lawsuit. So I will not get into that right now. I'll probably spend a whole bunch of my time in Cape Town along those lines. That's also my challenge though, guys, with Cape Town. I'm going there tomorrow, right? Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm going Wednesday morning, very early. That's why I get it tomorrow. It's like it's practically tomorrow because it's like Wednesday morning, Thursday. And I won't be able to, because I don't have a laptop, guys. I only have my desktop here. So I don't suppose I'm going to be doing a lot of blogging in Cape Town, but yo, guys, my ministry is like my life, right? I will be blogging. I just won't be video blogging a whole bunch. I'm probably going to be blogger-phone writing. Copywritten that term. Blogger-phone writing, namely being that I'm going to be blogging from my cell phone. There will not be any vlogs, however, but I will be probably doing small little clips on my camera phone. Not camera, well, yeah, I suppose my phone camera as well as the camera, the one that I have. But in terms of loading my vlogs, obviously it's going to be a little bit impossible to do that on my phone, the video blogs, unless... Oh no, but embedding them on YouTube is a challenge. I need a computer for that. Embedding them on my blog from YouTube, I need a computer for that. Like the phone is very, very limited in terms of what it allows me to do. But nonetheless, guys, I love to write. So it's going to be a write. Like my ministry is going to be a written one during my trip. I'm going to be journaling my day in written form at the end of each day, I guess, or as the day progresses, whatever. So my ministry is going to be mostly written. In fact, only written. I like not even mostly because I don't have a laptop yet. I will invest in one. I have so fallen in love with Apple products that I don't want anything but a little Apple notebook. And since they like crazy expensive, I will wait until I am making some kind of income to buy one. So for those reasons, I get my laptop. I'm withholding my hand from purchasing one just for the sake of having a laptop. I really want an Apple. So that means I kind of gotta wait for me to be financially stable first before I can. But for now, it's cool. I mean, I survive using this computer because I'm not really, I go out there and then I come back here to work. So it's all good in the hood. But I just wanted to put it out there, you friends in my Lord, that God in heaven showed me Cape Town. And I just want to put it out there so when it does happen, you'll be like, oh, so that's what you were talking about. And also so I can be like, oh, so that's what God was talking about. God showed me that my trip to Cape Town is going to be very, very significant. It's going to be relevant. It's going to change my life. And I don't know in what light. And it's funny because there's been so much demonic attack, like in terms of influence, trying to get me away from this trip. I don't know how many times the suggestion has been made to me to cancel it, like to not go to Cape Town. Some suggestions have been like, to the end of you're going to be there on your own, you're going to find yourself a little bit miserable, and being away from your ministry, your video ministry and your whatnot is going to make you even more depressed, wada, and not having friends is going to make you, like there's just been a lot of suggestions, some of them being like, no, that you have spent, cancel your flight, cancel your accommodation, there's still time. Like I've had so many of those suggestions made to me, like in terms of thought process that has really just been raiding my mind the past few days, but by the grace of God, I've held on until finally last night, as I was like sleeping, that 4 hours that I managed to like slip in there, my Lord was like, baby, like your life is going to change because of your trip to Cape Town. And the change is a positive one. It's some kind of a U-turn, guys. It's some kind of a juncture, a point, a turning point of my pain. In other words, a progression towards some kind of redemption. So I don't know. The only thing that I could think about that could bring that about is me meeting somebody that could potentially change my life. And I don't know who or what this person is. It could be, I don't know, guys, maybe a really good friend or an attorney or some guy. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's not even a person. Maybe it's just the climate, the environment. Being in Cape Town might just make my brain function on some other crazy level. Like, to be able to, I don't know, gauge what it is that I need to do in light of my situation right now that is moving slower than I hoped it would in terms of finding my redemption against MTN, But God showed me, guys, that Cape Town, like this trip that I was just like, remember the other day, I was like, ooh, and then I chose Kroonstad, and I was like, no, more like Kapstad. And having decided to go there because the prospect of spending my birthday alone was like, what, forget it, never days. And that's the reason why I find myself now on my way to Cape Town. The Lord showed me, Hore, it's not just going to be about Karabo, happy birthday, beep, though that's going to be like it as well as what's going on, It's not just going to be a birthday thing. It's going to be a birthday present from my Father in heaven. It's going to be a birthday gift of some sort that's going to transform this pain that I'm in, like, significantly. And guys, you know what? Like, on the other side, really, of the trip. It's 7 days long. It's a week, really, that I'm gonna be in the mother city, and like I am freaking out for decades because I know that Cape Town can be really cold in the winter. I haven't even checked out the weather conditions. I don't want to know. All I know is that I'm gonna take all my coats with, including my electric blanket. If it's really cold, I have not even gone and gotten swimwear, you guys, because I don't foresee that I will be able to swim because it's cold. Like, I think so I'm gonna have to find other things to do other than the regular things that people generally do in Cape Town. I guess it makes sense that I am such an artiste. I will find artistic ways to have fun in a city that usually makes sense when it's hot and in summer only. I will make a plan. I will enjoy myself, and I'm really hoping to meet some pretty cool people who are like kind of airy fairy arty farty like me. that I can just have fun with for just that 7 days, guys. Doesn't even have to be a plural people, but person, whatever. Just somebody that I can have fun with. To be away from Joburg and away from my pain and away from the fear of, turning left, turning right, worrying about bumping into somebody random. Being in Cape Town is just going to give me that freedom of feeling like I've moved to a different country and it's a totally new slate. It's going to give me that freedom, even if it's just for 7 days. Therefore, I imagine that I'm probably going to have a lot more fun there than I genuinely do up in this joint here in Josite. But Father in Heaven showed me, Hore, indeed, it is going to be a very blessed journey. Guys, I'm excited. Like everything is said. I have decided I was actually going to take the Gautrain, but then I decided against it because I felt like it was going to arrive at the airport too late. Because my flight is like really, really early in the morning. And the bus station, the Gautrain, the station opens. I don't know. I was just worried about missing my flight, so I investigated a few other options. I thought about taking a maxi taxi to the airport and leaving my car here at home. But then I calculated in my head and I was like, no man, can't I just park my car at the airport? And I investigated avenues for that and found out they actually do have companies that like that's the service that they offer. And I noticed, oh my goodness, it's actually going to cost me a lot less to drive my car there and park it the whole week using one of these services than to take a maxi taxi to and from, coupled with the fact that there's the comfort of having, just putting stuff in my boot in my car and using my car also to get back home. So that's what's going to happen. So I will be driving myself to the airport. And, the nice thing as well about driving yourself there is that you don't have the pressure of having to wait for a driver. You can pace yourself accordingly. I am looking forward to the trip, guys. I'm just not looking forward to the cold weather and, like Hahobada in a place that you don't know. It just makes things a lot colder. And me and cold weather are just we're not friends, like at all. I was born in winter for some strange reason, and I don't understand it because I can't deal, like the cold, I can't handle it. But we'll see, you guys. I'm looking forward to this trip simply because God has shown me that amazing things are going to come through it. And maybe I'll come back on the other side on some. God, I'm still waiting for the amazing thing, although I seriously doubt that that's going to be the case. I feel blessed that I'm, my 31st. Yo, guys, anyway. According to the guy at the casting agency, I look 22, so I'll stick with that. This is rather my 21st. It's my 21st. It's not my 31st. Oh, dear goodness. But anyway, I'll be spending it in Cape Town, blessed for decades. I won't be making myself cake. I might. I don't think I will, though, even though it's a self-catering facility. On holiday, why must I bake? I will buy myself a cupcake. That's what's going on. And I'm really hoping, guys, I'm going to land there on the 5th. My birthday's on the 8th. I'm kind of hoping that by the time my birthday comes, I'll have like some kind of friendana or company or whatever, guys. But I'm just going to be creative about having fun, honestly. I'm going there alone, but there's this girl that I used to know actually at MTN who would do these, she just used to globe trot, and she would go by herself and she would come back having made hordes and hordes of friends. I will adopt that girl's personality just for the Cape Town trip. On my first day, for decades, alright? Some people just have that thing. They comb people along the way. They they are this coat, and people are blackjacks, and they are walking through the bush, and people just stick to them wherever they go. This girl was so amazing. I'm kind of hoping that I will achieve that end. Guys, when your hands were somewhere and then you take them out of that place and you wonder where they were, and it's I want my hands to go back to where they were because it was warm there. I think it was in here. Anyway, guys, so I just wanted to communicate that, and also to just let you guys know that I'm healed from my pain in light of a little bit, let's say about 75% healed from my pain in light of the horrible comments from people in my blog. I have a feeling that my mood might get depressed again when I open my blog again, only to find rubbish comments. But I've made a decision to self-control myself away from reading those comments, guys, so that I don't respond, because it's very difficult for me to not respond. So I realized that the only way not to respond is not to read them at all. So I just have to kind of like open and close them without reading and post my blogs, because I'm really like, it's gonna kill me slowly for me to pour out so much of my passion into hateful people. It doesn't make sense. So God heals me ultimately, but because I'm so sensitive, I bruise easily, I break easily, and these people have power, therefore, to break me with their horrible words. And it lingers in my heart, and I've just made a decision to stop reading, to just walk away from it and ignore it. Kind of like close my ears, like, lanza ba bua and I feel like and I am tempted to respond. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. I have hope, guys, in the Lord to ultimately and comprehensively restore me to, a normal life again. Whatever normal means, really, for a person like me. Normal as normal can get, really. Like in the kingdom of heaven, normal is persecution. So persecution, at least, that has other people in my life. Yeah, because I will never live a normal life for as long as I'm a child of God. For our lives are abnormal. We are here to lead people away from that which they consider normal, which actually isn't. So grand were the normal ones. Everybody else is abnormal. It's just that we're outnumbered. So it is not my ultimate aspiration to live a normal life. I am just like, whatever, like, who wants normal? Like, mediocrity much? No, thank you. But some kind of restoration to other human beings. And I mean, other little fur balls out there that are eccentric will be drawn to me like blackjacks. And I am looking forward to the day that God will restore that to me. But while I wait in hope for that, I really have to control what it is that I allow my senses to take in, and what I allow to travel to my heart. And hate in my blog is just not one of those things. Otherwise, it's just going to tarnish my blog. It's going to tarnish me. It's going to tarnish everything that is beautiful about God and the ministry and His children and the work of the Lord in His children. It's really just feeding satanic people. And it's like, but like, why am I wasting my time when I can rather edify my brothers and sisters in the Lord and walk in continual peace? For that is one of the fruit of the Spirit. If these people can so easily shake my peace, then I mean, like, I have quite a bit of maturing to do myself. So I'm making a decision to walk away from commenting to commenting back to horrible, hateful comments, because they're poking me because they know I'm gonna react, and I'm just like so over that now. Much as I do get a kick out of like thrashing them, at the end of the day, after thrashing them, it doesn't make me feel any better. I'm still hurt at what they said. So kick or not, because I can spill my brain on them, it's not really achieving anything to heal me to fight back. So I've decided that I'm just gonna like exercise self-control and not respond. It's gonna be hard. Sizobona ukuthi how that goes. All right. Wow, I am so drained. I'm also looking forward to, like I said, a restored life, you guys, and I believe it starts with my trip to Cape Town. I gotta go to bed now. I'm too exhausted to. So much as even wait for this blog to finish loading. I'll probably load it in the morning, and let them load while I sleep. But otherwise, guys, I love you in the name of the Lord. That's been my day today. Nothing really hectic that God showed. Okay, He showed me quite a bit. I mean, just a whole bunch of hatred that would come to my blog, especially after dissing the ridiculous HR lady in yesterday's blog. I'm gonna get like a few random like other comments. God showed me already there's just gonna be a whole bunch of hate that's gonna come. But I've made a decision to ignore it, to walk away from it, and rather love my friends in the Lord who are genuinely coming to my blog for good reasons, with holy hearts, pure spirits, and really just seeking to be blessed in the Lord, and not coming here to, salivate over, the prospect of destroying an innocent woman. Therefore, I will, guys, I'm just gonna walk away from that nonsense. That's all that I want to communicate today, other than the Cape Town thing. That is the only thing that I felt was worth laboring on in this blog. everything else is just like whatever, non-entity, not worth a mention. It's been a pretty awesome day. I believe you would agree with me. I mean, I spent the day figuring out hair issues, and even though it's a bit of a botched job, it's a cute botch. And I am a happy woman again. Just one that's very exhausted. So I do love you in the name of the Lord, and I know I've been all over the show with this. Like, bear with me. Guys, you must teach yourself my language. Now, those of you who don't understand, just like teach yourself. Means I love you in the name of Jesus. Diarize it, because every now and then I hoy my language in there. I love you guys in Christ's name. Cranky. Peace out.